After acquiring knowledge about microcomputers through watching the documentaries Where Good Ideas Come From, The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us, and the PBS documentary Triumph of the Nerds, I gained many different perspectives on what makes an individual succeed, what makes them want to succeed, and how this led to the invention of the microcomputer. In Where Good Ideas Come From, the narrator, Steven Johnson, goes into detail about how good ideas grow into a success story. He mentions that good ideas need time to incubate and have a slow hunch period. He also mentions how slow hunches bounce off of each other, creating new, brilliant ideas. Johnson also talks about the progression of the internet and what it's doing to our brains. He suggests that we as humans are overwhelmed, always connected, and multitasking. This can possibly lead to less sophisticated thoughts. He explains that chance favors a connected mind, which in this day and age is becoming more and more difficult to find due to our unlimited access to everything. Johnson also mentions people such as Tim Berners-Lee, who created www, aka World Wide Web, and he also mentions the invention of Facebook. In The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us, we see the root cause of drive that every human experiences at least once in their lifetime. This video talks about the importance of autonomy, mastery, purpose, and money. They start the video by explaining a study done at MIT, where the main motivator was around $50 to $60. This was somewhat motivating, but not enough to keep students interested in the study. They then changed their study location to India, where $50 to $60 holds much more value. This proved the importance of value. Researchers found that people in India worked harder to earn that amount of money because it had a higher value to them compared to students at MIT. This video explains the 3 core values of motivation, starting with autonomy, or in simpler terms, independence. They gave an example of an office job where they let their employees take one day out of the month to work on whatever they wanted, however they wanted, and made it a fun work environment. Through this, they saw a significant increase in new, useful ideas. This is because when you let an individual create freely, it allows the mind to unlock unlimited opportunities. They also described the importance of mastery. For example, they mentioned why people practice hobbies on the weekend. It's in our nature to want to master or perfect something because it gives us a sense of accomplishment. The final core value that was listed was purpose. Everyone craves a sense of belonging, and when our talents and hard work align with that sense of belonging, it can make us feel superhuman. This gives us a relationship to a goal bigger than ourselves. It makes us strive to achieve our long-term goals in life. This video also mentioned Skype. The final video, Triumph of the Nerds, describes the invention of the personal computer. It all started in the Silicon Valley when a group of high schoolers, who are now infinitely famous, got into computer programming and software. These high schoolers were Paul Allen and Bill Gates, the founders of Microsoft. This documentary also describes the creation of the chip, or in more scientific terms, the microprocessor. Before the microprocessor, people would use a mainframe computer. These were giant computers that only took binary codings of zeros and ones. You would have to give the computer instructions in a specific order, known as a program. They emphasized the importance of a laid-back lifestyle where everyone shares and everyone wins. Steve Jobs, Gordon Moore, and Apple were also mentioned. The company that resonates with me most is Apple and its evolution. Apple was founded on April 1st, 1976. I, amongst the majority of the world, have at least one Apple product. Apple is worth over $1 trillion. Apple was originally on the market for personal computers, but built its empire up from there. Apple now sells phones, watches, tablets, computers, headphones, etc. Without all of these factors mentioned above, our world would not be where it is today, technology-wise.